Grant, what's your initial thoughts after that one today?
Really, obviously disappointed in the outcome of the second half. We get ourselves into a good position first half. You know, I thought we were worthy of going in 1-0 up. There wasn't a lot in the game. I felt comfy enough in the game. We dealt with everything. You know, conditions weren't great again, swirling wind, but we dealt with everything. Got first contact on a lot of long balls, picked up second balls, and tried to get our foot on the ball and pass it about. It was obviously difficult. Great goal for Rory. You know, great touch, strike, and happy enough at half time. Obviously, we had to make a change. Paul going off injured. You know, that's part and parcel of football. You know, changing personnel at half time, and we just, you know, we switch off at key moments and make individual errors at key moments, and we've said that on numerous occasions standing here this season, and that can be the key factor in games, and you know, it gives Alloa a great lift. We make that mistake, we get the equaliser, and it gives them the lift and us that, you know, that feel factor that don't want this to happen again. But you know, they need to be braver than that, need to be stronger. I said to them at the start of the game, you know, football can boil down to being ruthless in both boxes. You know, and we had a chance to make it 2-0, which can be the difference at times. We got a shot cleared, rebound falls out. I think it's Rory that puts it over, and that's part and parcel of football. You know, Rory's been fantastic this season with the goals, the goal tally he's got. But we need someone to put the ball in the back of the net to get that second goal. But on another day, you know, you want to win games in football 1-0 and keep that clean sheet, and you know, the errors we made today, teams will punish you.
It's been the story of the season, isn't it? It's like a chance to go 2-0, then that mistake, and it ends up being costly.
Yes, definitely it's costly, and you can see where we're sitting in the league. That has been costly because a lot of the goals we have lost have been individual errors. You know, I wouldn't stand here and say, you know, Alloa outplayed us the second half. Nothing against Alloa, the type of game it was, and I wouldn't say we outplayed Alloa in the first half, but we got ourselves ahead, you know, and felt comfy in the game, comfy with a 1-0 lead, something to, you know, we play with, but we can't sit back on that. You know, you have to play as a unit, as I say, go for that second goal, but be ruthless at the back as well, and that's regardless of whether it's set plays, you know, forwards coming back, midfielders coming back to defend, and defenders, you know, being good as a defensive team and getting clean sheets and being capable of winning games of football 1-0, and we weren't today. You know, the individual errors cost us, and it's, you know, cost us points.
Is there a confidence issue once that, you know, the mistake leads to the goal? We've seen it so often, as you say, this season. Is there a confidence thing that the heads start to go down a wee bit and they think, oh no, here we go again?
No, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. You know, this is what they've done all their life, play football, you know, regardless of what age they are. And players will make mistakes. You know, it's simple as that, but it's eliminating the mistakes that they're not happening on a regular account. Not that one individual, but as a team. And having that desire to, you know, to not make mistakes. I wouldn't say it's, you know, solely a confidence thing that when we lose a goal we think, right, automatically we're going to lose the game here, because you need to push, and we did push. We just couldn't get that, you know, ahead again, and then we get punished at the other end.
Time to move on again and quickly into, is it good to have that game so quickly on Tuesday night? Yeah,
definitely. It would have been great, as I say, you know, I spoke to the players before the game, to get that back-to-back. It would have been great to get the back-to-back, you know, win, take you up that league and get a break from it, and then go into a cup tie. Now, you know, we need to focus solely on Kelty. It's a tough one today, but it's, you know, it's a cup that we've got to the final, you know, last season, and we want to go and progress in this round. We know it'll be a difficult game again, coming up against Kelty, who we've lost to twice already this season.
I was just going to say, you've not had a great run against Kelty so far.
No, not at all, and it was a similar game. You know, get ourselves 1-0 up against Kelty and lose the game 2-1 late on in the game. So, you know, we've got to reflect on it, but we've got to move on for it, but we've got to learn from it.
You want to learn, isn't it? That's the key word, isn't it? Learn from these things.
Yeah. You know, we have to learn from defeats. You know, and how we eradicate the mistakes. You know, there's no self-blame on, you know, the whole team. It's, you know, eradicating the mistakes collectively as a team, and moving on for it. You know, and turning them into wins.
Don't we forget sometimes just how young a squad they are, but they do need to start learning and
yeah, we are a young squad. We have had to make changes in recent weeks, you know, with injuries and that we have, but that's part and parcel of football. All squads are very similar in this league. As I say, you know, experience comes from, you know, playing games of football, and these lads do play we've got a lot of games under our belt in that squad. You know, we do have young players, but they've played a lot of games of football as well.
Ross coming in for Gavin today, that was one change that you made, so I thought you did well.
Yeah, he did. Definitely one that wants to go in behind. You know, he's sharp, he's lively. Couple of efforts at goal, very close. We won the second half as well. You know, I felt he'd done well enough. You know, in the game today. Just thought he tired that wee bit near the end, and just needed that freshness. So decided to make the change.
Change at half time as well with Paul going off. What's
Yeah, it was just the collision that he took. Obviously landed on his hip, and it was one that he just felt that he couldn't continue. You know, Paul would have stayed on if he could have. In all honesty, did that have an effect on us? It does. It did have. You know, to tinker with things. You know, Steph going into left centre back and Rico coming on, but we should still be able to adapt. You know, good players will adapt.
Kieran as well looked as though he was struggling a little bit in the end.
Took a knock, as I say. Was honest enough to stay on the pitch. You know, but you know, all teams will get that going through the squad, and that's the one part where I say, you know, we can't feel sorry for ourselves. Got to galvanise, you know, and really have a push on Tuesday night at home again.